Hello everyone. Today we'll be taking a quick look at the iDsonix Suchi series portable SSD. So I picked up another portable SSD on Amazon because I use a lot of them and I'm always on the go and I keep filling these things up. So I just picked up another affordable one. I'll put the link below in the description. But yeah, this looks like a pretty nice little 1 terabyte hard drive. It's capable of doing 20 gigabits per second, assuming that you have USB 3.2 Gen 2. Obviously, if you have a slower USB speed, it will just downgrade to that speed, but you'll still be able to use it. You just won't be able to have the fastest speed that this device can do. Multi-use, you can use it on PC, Mac, Android, iOS, Linux, whatever device that has a USB a connection on it. And it's super portable and compact. So this is a retail packaging, nothing special. Here's some of the specification. It's really light. I think it only weighs like 0.13 pounds, and it is made of plastic, and it does have a cable. USB-C connection on it, but there's a cable that converts to USB-A. But if you do use a USB-A, it will obviously go to a slower speed. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at it. We'll open it, and I'll run a couple of speed tests on my PC and on my Mac just so you guys can see what the speed is on my computer. But it varies from people to people. Obviously, not everyone have the fastest USB drive interface unless you got the latest and greatest computer. So your mileage may vary. But rest assured, it is backwards compatible, and you should be able to use this on any PC. It's just that the speed might be different from what you see on my video here. So let's take a quick look. The plastic on this is super strong. So let me get this out here. All right. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and open it up now. Let's see what is inside of here. So let's see. Okay, so upon opening, you got your instruction manual, your USB-C cable that has a USB-A, but there's also USB in there. We'll take a quick look at it. And this is the device itself. It's really small, very portable, very compact. And yeah, it's definitely made of plastic. It's kind of got a brushed look to it as well, if you look from the light there. So it is plastic to keep that lightweightness. And it's very compact, so you can actually fit this in your pocket. Imagine having a 1 terabyte drive in your pocket that you have at your disposal anytime. And then you have USB-C connection down there. I don't know what IP rating this is, so I think you could probably use it, but just be careful if you're using it in the elements, because I don't know what IP rating it is. It's not mentioned on it, but I'm going to use this mainly for in my bag, not in harsh conditions, so it should be fine there. And then you got some FCC ratings and all that stuff logo in the back. So yeah, so that's that. Instruction manual. You got the little instruction manual in multiple languages. It looks like there's an LED indicator on the bottom as well. So we'll check that out. And this guy here, you got USB-C is the main connection. So this would go into the drive like this. And then this will go into your computer. So depending on what connection you have, it has a USB-C adapter. And then if you don't have a USB-C adapter, it plugs into that as well. And just remember, in order for you to maintain the fastest speed, make sure you use the right cable, because not every USB-C cable is the same. So this one is rated for 20 gigabits per second, and you got to make sure that your computer can handle it as well. But like I said, it is backward compatible. If your computer has a slower interface, it will just downgrade to that speed. That's all. So let's go ahead and plug this into my PC, and we'll do a speed test on it just to make sure everything. Let's just see how fast this drive is. So I'm in the back of my computer, and as you can see, I have a lot of different USB ports, but only this port here is USB. If you look down here, it says SSD 20. Hopefully you can see that from the recording. But this port here can handle 20 gigabits per second. So I'm going to go ahead and plug the USB drive on here, run a quick test, and then I'll plug it into the other ones, which is a USB 10 speed, just so you can see the speed difference. So my computer could actually use the full speed of this hard drive. So I'm going to plug into that port there. Okay, so I'm now going to plug in this drive using a USB connection into that connector that I showed you that was able to do 20 gigabits per second. So there, you should be able to see the LED light there as I do some crystal disk mark test. So I'm going to go ahead and move it over to my main monitor here. And then let's go ahead and do a test to, let's see. Okay, so now that I refresh it, I see it here. It's the D drive with 0% use. And I'm going to go ahead and run a test for well, let's do 1 gig for now. Okay, so this is out of the box. I didn't do anything, just plugged it in and just ran it. So the read is pretty good. It's pretty close. And then the write is at 1821 megabytes per second, and this was at 1610 megabytes per second. So not bad. Pretty close to their advertised speed. There's probably overhead because I am using the same computer to record and do a bunch of other stuff. So there's a lot of stuff going on in the computer. But yeah, it's pretty close. Let me now run it on a 10 gig connection just to just to show you guys to see the speed difference depending on what type of USB speed that you have on your computer. Okay, I'm going to switch it to a slower USB port now. Okay, so now it's on a USB A port, which is slower. I think that's a 10 gig port. So, or I'm not sure what that speed is because there's different speeds on this computer for some reason. But let me go ahead and redo the crystal mark display. Okay, so now I'm going to run a test, same test as before, and let's see what the speed is on a slower USB port. All right, that's the end of the speed test here using a 10 gigabits per second USB A port. So yeah, let's go ahead and try it on the Mac now and see how well it does. Okay, here we are on the Mac, and I just chose the hard drive. We're just gonna do a quick speed test on the Black Magic Design speed test, disk speed test, and this is on a USB 3.2 Gen 2 by 1. So the bandwidth on this particular Mac for this port will be 10 gigabits per second. And as you can see, it's getting about the same megabytes per second that the that the PC is getting. It's about roughly the same on a read and write. So I'm just gonna let it run a little bit here. So yeah, I wish I had a 20 gigabit USB 3.2 Gen 2 by 2 to test on this Mac, but this is all I have at the moment. So we already know this drive is fully capable of running 20 gigabit speed off the PC test, but I just want to run it on the Mac so you guys can see the speed is pretty much consistent, at least with the 10 gigabit per second USB port compared to the PC here. All right, guys, so that's pretty much it for the video there. I think it's a pretty good drive. Yeah, just I'll put the link below, and if you guys are interested, just go ahead, click on it, and you can purchase it on Amazon. And if you have any questions or comments, leave it below, and I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching, like always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out till next time.